Now on CoastTV News.
Housing the homeless, that's something one organization is worried about.
Possible Maryland pay bump, the major minimum wage hike on the table.
The first ever LGBTQ plus commission in the first state, what it will do.
Developments in Ocean City, what the Planning Commission decided for a familiar spot in town.
And the problem with gripping cold will continue for a couple of more mornings. More on that coming up.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Overnight emergency shelter, but not forever. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with what happens when that status expires.
A room full of clothing at Higher Ground Outreach. These are clothes that are available for the homeless who stop by during the day. Higher Ground Outreach was allowed to provide emergency shelter to the homeless this week due to freezing temperatures. But as Zakia Jennings shows us, as that emergency status comes to an end, the question remains, what is next?
Lou Hernandez is working on his computer doing intake for the homeless people staying at Higher Ground Outreach. Earlier in the week, the town granted HGO overnight emergency shelter status so they could provide shelter to the homeless during these freezing temperatures. Hernandez says it made a difference.
We're working to make it a comfortable situation, so some people like to sit in some of the recliner chairs we have, and they can go ahead and utilize that with blankets and a pillow. Others have been given blankets, pillows, and sleeping bags, so they kind of find their spot. So they've been comfortable.
Hernandez says 12 to 13 people are able to stay in this living room on the couch, in the reclining chairs, or on the floor in sleeping bags. But once the emergency status ends on Friday at 4 p.m., people will be left searching for shelter again. Jean Dvornik, Georgetown's town manager, says the number one thing is the protection of the unhoused and taking care of each other when it gets this cold. But if HGO wants to do this again, the town will have to weigh in.
It would be done on a case-by-case basis with the ability to be an emergency overnight shelter.
Hernandez is hopeful that in the future, Higher Ground Outreach and the town can have an emergency plan in place ahead of time to make it easier to help the homeless when severe weather hits. The town manager told CoastTV that the discussion of an emergency plan could be something the town looks into, and he would look to the local nonprofits for help to create something like that. In Georgetown, I'm Zakia Jennings, CoastTV News.
Higher Ground Outreach accepts donations from the community on a weekly basis. People can drop off clothing, coats, shoes, also warm meals. The only day you can't drop off is Wednesday. That's when they're closed. Along with Higher Ground Outreach, there are other organizations in Sussex County, such as Code Purple, that provide warm beds during the winter. And you can visit our website, coasttv.com, to learn how you can volunteer at those shelters.
If money makes the world go round, then a little more money in your paycheck makes a big difference. In Maryland, some workers could see a pay bump next year. Government officials in Maryland are debating major changes that could affect people and businesses in the state. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappé is live in Ocean City. Kevin, this proposal would mean significant differences in the minimum wage.
Charlie, the current minimum wage in Maryland is $15 an hour, but government officials are trying to increase that to $20 an hour, and that's including tipping. Although it's not the same that would happen all at once, the gradual increase to $20 an hour would take until 2030. But one local suggests that could hurt some businesses.
For small businesses especially that don't have the largest margins, they can't afford that, and the end result will almost certainly be that some people will lose their jobs.
Now, after doing some numbers, if you work 40 hours a week, every week for 20 hours a day, that would be around $41,000 a year. Now, if the legislation does pass, it'll then go up to a vote for you, the Maryland voters, to decide. I'm Kevin Zappé, live in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
All right, thank you, Kevin. The first ever LGBTQ plus commission is coming to the first state. That's after former Governor Bethany Hall Long, in her brief time in office, created the 9-person commission through executive order. Just some of what the commission will do is advise the governor, policymakers, and state agencies on what's affecting LGBTQ plus people. Right now, only 4 of the 9 members have been appointed. Coast TV exclusively spoke with one of the members on the commission.
We are to advocate for awareness and protections for the community against bigotry, violence, hatred, and other forms of discrimination. So having that conversation out loud and making sure that all voices from all segments of the community are heard is crucial.
Ledegar says the commission will also handle data surrounding hate crimes and bias.
This brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, will this type of commission effectively address LGBTQ plus challenges?
Let's take a look at the results so far. 40% say yes and 60% say no.
It's the first time we've run this. These numbers may fluctuate all throughout the day. You can be a part of the conversation at coasttvnews.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. Now let's go ahead and take a live look outside into Milford as we check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams.
Right now, we have cold personified across the entire area, and we were really cold this morning. In fact, when I show you the morning lows, it might make your eyes kind of pop for a moment. Our Bay Health camera in Dover, we're at 27 degrees right now. Winds at about 5 miles per hour, and it takes just the slightest amount of wind to topple that wind chill down to single digits. We're going to drop to 22 later tonight with mostly clear skies. Clear skies, relatively light winds. Temperature is going to nosedive very quickly. Take a look at the lows today. Where we had our story with Zakia, we had a low of 6 degrees in Georgetown, a starting point of 4 degrees actually in Salisbury, and right here in Ocean City, 8 degrees actually, and we dipped down to 5 for the low in Cambridge. And we're looking for the same similar kind of cold to still stick around for yet another day. So here's our evening checklist. Long sleeves, yes. Hat, gloves, and a warm beverage. All that is needed because tonight it's going to be cold and stay that way. More on your full forecast coming up. Until then, back to you, Maddie.
Thank you. Let's go to Ocean City, where plans to transform a familiar plot of land are stirring up mixed reactions. The town's Planning and Zoning Commission took a look at proposals for new shops and homes, replacing the former Rose's discount store. Coast TV reporter Brendan Conroy shows us what could happen next.
When one door closes, another one opens. And that is exactly the case for one lot in Ocean City that you can see on your screen now. This all comes after a long-standing and adored Rose's discount store closed down just a few months ago.
It's going to be a good improvement to the area, right? It's been run down for a number of years.
The Ocean City Planning and Zoning Commission met Wednesday to hear a plan of filling in 3 open parcels within the lot. And the result, 1 parcel was approved for an upgraded Acme store, along with 2 parcels to be filled with residential housing. Joe Moore is the lawyer representing the applicant for these plans.
I think it provides the area where people can shop conveniently with their townhouses behind, and even pedestrians coming there.
For Mike Elliott, who lives in Ocean City, there is one thing he is not looking forward to.
I certainly don't want to see residential homes of that nature built here in this lot.
Local David Lewis told Coast TV he is all on board for these developments and changes. He just hopes cars don't start to build up around that lot.
So whatever I see them do for site improvement, traffic is a concern to me, and more specifically, safety is a concern for me.
If you were to try to walk inside of Rose's, or at least what used to be Rose's, this is what would happen. And when we spoke with people in Ocean City about the rest of the lot, they told me that they're happy about the developments. They just hope that these homes don't turn a commercial lot into more of a residential lot.
While the doors to the once beloved Rose's discount store might not be open any longer, the work for the approved plans will begin as we get closer to the spring and warmer months. In Ocean City, Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
Now, you may remember the closure of Rose's sparked a wave of disappointment among locals. The store was known for its wide array of products and considered by many to be an irreplaceable part of Ocean City. It was there for over 40 years.
President Donald Trump's recent executive order to end birthright citizenship failed its first legal hurdle. A federal judge issued a temporary restraining order to block it. The judge called the executive order, quote, blatantly unconstitutional, unquote. The lawsuits claim Trump's order violates the constitutional rights of citizenship to all children born in the United States. The CEO of the National Constitution Center says the 14th Amendment is clear.
Ever since the amendment was passed in the 19th century, that's been interpreted to mean that if you're born in the United States, you're automatically a citizen, whether or not your parents are here legally.
24 Democratic-led states, including Delaware and Maryland, have filed lawsuits against the order. The judge granted the request to halt the policy for the next 14 days.
In Washington, House Speaker Mike Johnson announced a select subcommittee to continue work investigating the January 6th U.S. Capitol riot. It will allow the Republican-led group to continue its investigation. In a statement, Johnson said there is still work to be done in their efforts to uncover what he says is the full truth owed to the American people. The subcommittee announcement comes after President Trump pardoned nearly all the defendants involved in the January 6th investigations.
A scary scene at one of Southern California's schools. The fast-moving Hughes fire erupted yesterday, growing to more than 10,000 acres in less than a day. Officials have issued evacuation orders to around 31,000 residents in the area. You can just see this video, terrifying to look at. Another 21,000 are under evacuation warnings. Still ahead, eminent domain debate. We look at a bill making its way through the Maryland General Assembly that deals with the takeover of farmland.
And we're expecting another cold night and another cold morning going to Friday, perhaps this weekend as well. Details on all of this cold weather coming up.
First, helping neighbors, how folks are making life a little easier for some in our community. Up next.
When your floor starts showing signs of wear and tear from all the fun and games, Carpet & Tile Mart makes it easy to afford and install new flooring within a week. Carpet & Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
There's a reason Subaru owners keep coming back. It's because Subaru delivers what matters most: unmatched safety, reliability, and trust that grows with every mile. In fact, 96% of Subaru vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today, more than Honda or Toyota brands. At Gateway Subaru, we're proud to offer transparency, honest pricing, and the most enjoyable car buying experience. Stop by today and pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
We're looking for our first house. We're growing a family. The Parker Group and our realtor, Jen, they were great. Helped us get our first home. That was a very smooth, easy process, especially for our first time. Family expanded a little bit more. We went right to the Parker Group because how easy it was the first time. And before we knew it, here we are in our next home and we love it.
Our experience with the Parker Group was seamless.
Our realtor and the Parker Group was almost like a family in a way. They were there for us when we needed them. That was a big thing.
100% we would go with the Parker Group again.
The New Year's sale continues at Carpet & Tile Mart. Schedule your free professional in-home measurement at carpetmart.com today and get free carpet installation with your purchase. Visit your nearest Carpet & Tile Mart Flooring Supercenter today.
They say it takes a village, but what does that mean in action? On today's Coastal Connections, CoastTV News reporter Emma Aiken shows us how one local group is turning community care into life-saving support.
Carrying Teresa Butcher's groceries to her door. On this day, that's how village volunteer David Heald was using his free time.
I'm just helping them do what they want to do. If I can be a blessing to others in that sense, that's enough for me.
The local nonprofit tries to help older adults live independently. Before the groceries got to Butcher's door, the day started in the car. Heald went to Butcher's house to pick her up since she can't drive herself.
Everybody is wonderful. Everybody is wonderful. I don't know another organization that's probably as good as this one, honestly.
But first, Heald got her mail.
Good morning, Teresa.
And then to the store, where Butcher did her own shopping. But at the end, Heald was there to help her load the groceries in the car and take her back home. After a decade with the village, Butcher is confident they've changed her life.
I'm so happy that I'm with them. So very, very happy, so very happy.
And for Heald, I think he could say the same.
So I'd probably get more out of it than maybe the people I'm helping.
So whether it's a trip to the grocery store or even something creative like making a vision board, Village volunteers show that community is built through one kind gesture at a time. For Coastal Connections, I'm Emma Aiken.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
New year, new bath. Bring in 2025 with big savings from Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Right now, get 20% off all upgrades, plus save 25% on your entire bathroom project. Baths by Spicer Brothers can bring your vision to life with safe and accessible tub-to-shower conversions.
Our factory-certified team guarantees 5-star professional installation completed in as little as 1 day.
Call today and save 20% off all upgrades and 25% off your entire bathroom project.
Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Johnny Janosic knows that home is where family memories are made. Family owned and operated for over 70 years. We offer the best brands of furniture and mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. Experience the difference at Johnny Janosic.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Coverage on the road, along the coast, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town, the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep. To drip or not to drip? That is the question. Should you really let your faucet drip all the time to stop your pipes from freezing in cold weather? Next, Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on CoastTV.
It's the final days of the in-store warehouse clearance sale. Get up to 70% off store-wide, plus take an extra 10% off everything. And get no interest till 2027. But it all ends Monday at Johnny Janosic.
Transform your backyard into an outdoor oasis at Woodland Sheds in Bishopville, Maryland. Explore 11 acres with over 100 Amish buildings and 7,000 pieces of Amish poly furniture. Walk through our Amish-built sheds, kennels, coops, garages, and even pool houses. Enjoy free shed delivery and rent-to-own sheds with no credit check. We also have portable storage units. Visit us at Woodland Sheds, Route 113, Bishopville.
When you think about how cold it was this morning, it wasn't your imagination. Imagine waking up and it was 6 degrees before we even factored in the wind or the wind chill. That kind of cold, we're due for at least perhaps 1 or maybe even 2 more days. Our Laurel camera, 28 degrees, a beautiful skyline, courtesy our Tyndall Casual Furniture Cam. We're going to drop to 20 degrees with mostly clear skies for later tonight. Now here's the storyline. Still quite cold for today, obviously. And as we go into Friday, a slow thaw will begin. Well, really more Saturday, but I'm saying that to be more hopeful because this is where we started this morning, and we're not going to be quite this bad again. We had 5 for the starting point in Cambridge, 6 for the starting point in Georgetown, and 4 the low in Salisbury. We are right now in the 20s everywhere, 28 in Georgetown, Seaford, as well as Delmar, and we're feeling like that as well. So the winds are relatively calm at this point. No watches or warnings in effect. We've had previously some cold weather advisories and all that kind of stuff. Those have been allowed to expire. So that's why I say a subtle thawing out that will occur. Nothing to get happy about, but anytime I can pass along a bit of good news, I like to try to do that. Friday morning, we start off in the low 20s, 22 Long Neck, Millsboro, 23 Selbyville, 5:30 in the morning. By the afternoon, we'll warm to 33 in Long Neck, 32 for the high in Lewis as well as Rehoboth. Now, even though that sounds better considering where we've been, remember 32, that's freezing, just to kind of remind you. For Ocean Pines, Berlin, and Willard, we're looking at 23 to 22 degrees there. And then by the afternoon, we're going to be in the 30s once again. As we go into Friday, we're going to be in the 30s as well. Now, we want to take a look at our feels like. For Friday, we're going to feel like 14 degrees. That actually is going to feel better considering where we were today. So everything's relative, right? And we're going to go back to single digits for Saturday morning, just so you'll know. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Chincoteague, we're looking at 39, but then a whopping 48 degrees. Cloudy skies, but that's more moisture. That's going to make it feel even warmer. Same holds true, the same pattern for us in Ocean City. We go from the 30s into the 40s, 46 Sminnook Island, and cloudy. Thick cloud cover on Sunday and 43 degrees in Lewis, as well as Rehoboth, after starting off in the 30s. So for tonight, dangerously low wind chills once again, 15 degrees and clear skies tonight. 37 for tomorrow, but a very cold start to the day for tomorrow. And then on Saturday, plenty of sun, but cutting winds as well. Winds are going to push out of the west, and we're going to probably start off at about 9 degrees. But after Saturday, things start looking really up. We have the cold for Friday and Saturday. Sunday, 48. Monday, 48. And here's something I haven't said in a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, say hello to 50-degree weather, but next week.
I am excited about that, Paul. Thank you. New today, the next step in stopping the use of eminent domain in Maryland is taking place in the state Senate. A hearing by the Judicial Proceedings Committee is scheduled for a bill introduced earlier this month. It would ban the state government from taking privately owned farm property or private property being used for conservation efforts. This bill is in the early stages with several steps to go before it would come up for a vote.
Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network, your game of the night. 5:45 p.m. Seaford will face Laurel in boys basketball. Then at 10:30, the final score. On DSN Plus at 5:30, Kent Island and North Carolina battle it out in boys basketball. Then at 6:30, Delmar and Woodbridge have boys basketball as well.
Coming up, a real-time crime center in Seaford, how new technology is helping police make more arrests. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with patio systems in Lewis, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft, with quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the Shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
Sponsored by Patio Systems, where integrity is the pillar of our craft.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself, in flooring to ensure you not only have the best product to fit your needs, but that your selection flows seamlessly with your remodel.
They know the litany and the bandwidth of products within your budget and based upon your design that can fit your needs.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Happy New Year from the dealership that puts you, the customer, first in everything we do. First State Chevrolet in Georgetown.
Rates as low as 2.4% and $2,000 off on this new 2025 Chevy Silverado.
Save over $3,000 on this 2024 Chevrolet Blazer. Sales, service, parts, body shop, and towing all in one convenient location in Georgetown, 1 mile north of the DMV.
We are First State Chevy in Georgetown, where we put you, the customer, first. Together, let's drive.
Hey, let's try this with Ritz. Now here comes the blitz.
What?
Step up your game day with Ritz.
This is amazing, George Kittle.
Please, call me George Kittle.
These hands cook for 30 people, 3 meals a day. I can't stop when I have dry hands. I trust O'Keeffe's.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
If it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is, your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us. Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
New technology is helping police make more arrests and deter crime in Seaford. This is the Seaford Police Department's real-time crime center. Look at all the screens up there. Whether at the police station or in a police car, operators and officers can now access information from cameras and license plate readers at any time.
We already had the cameras in place that are installed through the city, but they're in one location. We have them, and we have that access. But to go through a list of cameras when we can see a map of exactly where they're at just speeds up that information. I already know that.
And listen to this, the system also includes access to officer body-worn cameras and floor plans for every school in Seaford.
In consumer news, Spirit Airlines is making some changes to its passengers' dress code policy. In case you didn't know, Spirit has one. The budget carrier has released an update to its contract of carriage, which guests agree when you reserve a ticket with them. Now, Spirit says here's what they could maybe say you can't come on the flight for: see-through clothing, offensive clothing, or body art that could be denied from boarding or even removed from flights.
This weekend, a big one for football fans. It's the NFC-AFC Championships. On our sister station, Fox 21, catch division rivals going toe-to-toe. The Commanders, the Eagles, that's at 3 p.m. Then on our sister station, WBOC, you can watch the Buffalo Bills take on the Kansas City Chiefs. That game at 6:30.
Let's go ahead and take a live look outside into Laurel. Beautiful sunset there. One more look at the forecast after the break.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
There's a reason Subaru owners keep coming back. It's because Subaru delivers what matters most: unmatched safety, reliability, and trust that grows with every mile. In fact, 96% of Subaru vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today, more than Honda or Toyota brands. At Gateway Subaru, we're proud to offer transparency, honest pricing, and the most enjoyable car buying experience. Stop by today and pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Morton Buildings is holding their annual Building Value Days sales event, running now until the end of February. Morton buildings are built stronger, last longer, and look better. So if you're planning a garage, farm shop, stall barn, or storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, or anything in between, act now and contact Lenny Catalano, your Delmarva Morton Building sales consultant, to take advantage of the current savings on select building styles now through the end of February.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would
So they're
say-
made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would
And
go-
they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
And
so.
they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out?
And
And the
so-
custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
There's only one place to go for your next vehicle. IG Burton Chevrolet of Milford. Trusted since 1908 for our expert team, massive selection, and our unbeatable prices. Together, let's drive new 2024 Silverados up to $12,000 off MSRP. Or make no payments for 90 days on select new 2024 EV models. Visit us today. And remember,
Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Coming up on Coast TV News at 6, an ongoing study at Milford Police could bring changes to officer pay.
Take a look at our Gateway Subaru camera, Ocean City. We see a good deal of sand with pieces of ice frozen in between that. Moisture gets trapped and it crystallizes quickly, making for that wonderful phenomenon. We're looking at 24 degrees and clear skies for later tonight. Our umbrella winner, Gregory Thomas of Ocean View. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line, sponsored by the law offices of Bruckstead, Mendelis, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. We still have a couple of cold days left, but take a look at that. Sunday 48, Monday 48, and Tuesday 51. Glorious, about time, warm, wonderful, great, go on and on degrees.
That looks great, Paul. Thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, for more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.